Hello, I'm Vicky Letch. Today we're talking car journeys with the kids, and I've been joined by three mummy bloggers who were all given a Fiat 500L to test drive, and we're going to ask you all how you got on, see how it fits in with a modern day family living. I've also been joined today by motoring journalist James Mills. Good to have your company. Thank you very much. I'm going to start with you, Charlotte. You had a Fiat 500L. What were your highlights throughout the week?
Just having a car for starters, because normally I don't actually have one. But for me, it was just having something that would take away me being the boot or my legs being the wheels. The boot especially was brilliant because I have a really busy lifestyle. I'm a single mum and a working mum, and to have all of that space and be able to have a car and rely on it throughout the week was fantastic. I especially really loved the two-tier system in the boot, so I could stuff the buggy down there and keep all of its muddy wheels away from my work bag and the changing bag and things like that. It's brilliant. You basically just, you can just take up sort of the floor really, and then underneath there's loads of extra space that in most cars I guess is wasted, so it's great for putting things down there that you don't always need all the time just to keep them out of the way. So I have a very compact stroller that I use with my son William, and you can fit so much in. Even with shopping, I didn't have to pile things up next to him in the back seat. It was just all there, loads of space, and even room for more. You could fit an elephant in there, I believe. It's really, it's just really, really useful, and like I've never seen that before, so it's definitely something that I'll consider when I finally get a car.
You will. You will get your car.
I shall.
Andrea, let's move on to you. You had the 500L trekking. What sort of things did you notice, and how did it fit in with your lifestyle?
Well, obviously the boot, but the cabin space, it was really big. It was really spacious. I didn't expect it to be that big just looking at the outside. My other half's quite tall, and in my car at the moment he's kind of squidged up because Leon's car seat's behind him and Leon kicks him.
Would it necessarily be something that you would have thought of before? Because when you're in the driving seat or the passenger seat, you think about your legroom, but that general idea of cabin space, would that have been on your list?
No, not at all. And the other thing as well is all the compartments within that as well. I mean, there was little pockets where we could put his leap pads, so we didn't have to, you know, reach out. He could just lean over and pick it up if he wanted to.
Storage is so important when you're thinking about that family car. You've got your list of things that you need. Actually, storage has to be all the way up there for me. Certainly if you've got a couple of toddlers, you've got to think of their snacks, their toys, clothes, everything. Baby wipes.
Baby wipes.
Baby wipes. So, Layla, you had the 500L MPW 7-seater for your week. That is a potential nightmare for keeping all those kids entertained. How did you do it?
Actually, one of the things that I think everyone's touched on is the amount of space that's in the car, and actually visually I could see all the kids, and so it was easier for me to kind of keep them entertained, keep them chatting. I could see what they were all doing, even all the way back in, you know, the very back 2 seats as well. So, you know, that was great.
So a series of singing, no doubt?
With the children, they absolutely love kind of learning new things. So, you know, just looking at what's around us and, you know, traffic lights. They loved the traffic lights. So just bits and pieces like that. And on top of that, you can plug in your phone or your iPod.
And entertainment is so key, isn't it, when you're thinking and choosing the right car for your family? The glass roof must have offered some entertainment for the kids as well.
My son absolutely loved the glass roof. With the glass roof, it has a shade as well, so when the shade's pulled back, you don't actually have to open the roof entirely, so it can actually be completely closed and be raining. And my son Alex was just gazing out there. He absolutely loves planes, so for him it was just wonderful. I mean, we live near Gatwick, so you can imagine it was plane after plane. Mummy, it's another plane. Yes, Alex.
Yeah,
you know,
it's very exciting.
But even these silly little things like even the rain, they just find fascinating, you know, on the glass roof. So it's just, that's one feature that I didn't expect to put down to entertainment.
Simple pleasures, see. Great. So James, lots of things to consider when you're buying your family car, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. First, I just want to touch on car seats, because as a new mum, that was right at the top of my list. What sort of questions should we be asking?
Well, that's a very good question. The first thing you want to think about is that it really should be a new seat. A second-hand seat, even if it's from a very good friend or family member, you just don't know for certain whether it's ever been damaged. So a new seat is really the best way to buy for your child and ensure safety. Obviously, get it fitted professionally. So go and try it out. Make sure, you know, if you go to Mother Care or Halfords, wherever it may be, make sure that it fits your car. That's really important because not all car seats are the same shape and not all baby seats are the same shape. So there's no substitute for trying it out.
Yeah, and do your research.
Yeah, absolutely. Do your research. I mean, if you're looking for a safe car, I mean, you know, there's something called the Euro NCAP crash test. The 500L has a 5-star rating, which is the best score you can get. So you want to do that kind of research before you head out.
And generally, what questions should we all be asking when we are thinking about our family car?
Space, and more space.
Yeah.
That's a good start. Things like running costs. I mean, you can get a good idea of the running costs in terms of fuel economy, the road tax. You know, you can quickly work out if this is going to be affordable. And even though this is a really big, spacious family car, I know that it's very frugal and it's cheap and affordable to tax. So those are sort of things that you can watch out for. But yeah, you know, you want a cabin to be versatile.
Yeah.
You want lots of cubby holes. You need places for snacks, drinks. I mean, I've lost count. I think there's over 20 cubbies in the 500L.
Wow.
So, you know, that does make life easier. And the kids can put all their pens and pencils and empty crisp packets and Haribo packets down somewhere where you'll hopefully find them in a few years' time.
Easier life, you mentioned. We're all up for that, aren't
Yeah.
we? Thank you very much, James. Ladies, we are out of time. If you'd like further help and advice in choosing the right family car for you and your family, then do pop along to bounty.com/Fiat. Bye-bye.